Shamus, the case one. People call me Joe. At least that's what the sign outside says. Joe's last call. Open 24 hours, drinks on tap, regrets included. But here's the thing. I don't run a bar because I like pouring whiskey. I run a bar because it lets me watch people and stay invisible. Downstairs, under the bourbon shelves and false ledgers, is the real reason I'm in business. I'm a detective, not the trench coat, pipe-smoking kind, the real kind. I track people. I listen when no one knows I'm there. I deal in secrets. And my real name is Shamus. Most of the world thinks I'm nobody, but the people who need to know me do. They come in at odd hours. CEO fathers checking up on rebellious sons, movie producers with blackmail problems, politicians knee-deep in things they don't want public. And sometimes, cartel connections that run from LA to Lagos. I don't ask why. I ask how deep. I remember the first one, the one that started it all, a case I call The Quiet Deal. Case 1. Day 1. It was a slow-burning California afternoon, sunlight sharp, heat heavier than usual. That's when I saw him. Not directly. I knew better than to stare, but I felt it, the change in the air. A very familiar face had just walked into Joe's last call. A man with a reputation whispered across borders. A known member of the Mexican drug cartel, 60 years old, dressed in a crisp Mexican charro shirt, thick mustache, hat tilted just right. Spoke Spanish like a poet, and English like it offended him. His son followed, tall, early 30s, floral shirt, dark jeans, black sunglasses indoors. He looked like trouble, the kind you see coming but pretend not to. They didn't approach me. They weren't here for a drink. They were here for something deeper, something quiet. The bartender slipped me a folded napkin. 4 words, scribbled in shaky ink. Meet us. 2 a.m. cellar. I didn't hesitate, just gave a nod. The 2 a.m. came. Usually that hour is silent, a ghost town in a glass, but not that night. The bar was unusually full. Laughter, loud music, drunks arguing about baseball. But they returned. No fuss, no scene. Just slipped through the back hallway, past the beer kegs and mop buckets, into the old wooden door marked private. I was already there, waiting in the cellar. Same table, same rules. I didn't know what they wanted. But when a cartel man knocks at your hidden door in the middle of the night, you listen. They sat down slowly. No rush, no drama. Just silence thick enough to slice. The old man adjusted his hat, leaned forward, and spoke. I am not here for cartel business. Not politics, not blood, said the cartel lead. He looked me dead in the eye. His voice was low, controlled, like a man used to being feared, but too tired to demand it anymore. The cartel leader continued. I am the richest man in my circle, you know this. But today, I am here as a father. I had a wife. She died some years ago. 2 sons, this one, gesturing at the man beside him. My elder boy, married, 2 kids, running the business, like a man should. The elder son stayed silent, eyes hidden behind those dark shades, loyal, emotionless. just muscle and memory. But my younger son, he's lost. He doesn't care about my empire, doesn't care about family, doesn't want to marry, doesn't want power. I ask him to settle. He yells. I offer him a future. He laughs. I need to know what he's hiding, where he goes, who he's with. Is he in love? With women? With men? Is he building his own cartel? Or something worse? He paused. The tension wasn't fear. It was shame. Maybe heartbreak. Cartel man, leaning in. I don't care how much you want. Double it. Triple it. Just bring me the truth. I nodded. No promises, no contracts, just the beginning of another layer of lies. I didn't ask his son's name yet, because I already knew it. From the very next morning, I got to work, quietly, cleanly, like always. I started with the younger son, followed him, not like a shadow, but like a habit, to the house, to a bar tucked between silence and neon, to a club where the music was louder than secrets, and to a few places where he clearly didn't want to be seen. I gathered what I could, watched closely, took notes others would have missed, and by the end of day 3, I had collected more than enough to raise an eyebrow, but not enough to raise an alarm. Friday, midnight. I had the photos, him and her, checking into a 5-star hotel just blocks from his penthouse, 3 nights a week, always the same woman. So I made the call. Your son, he's with a woman, regularly. I have pictures. Do you want to see? He said no. He want to see in person. Next day, 2 a.m. He came again with his elder son, but this time, the charm was gone. He looked tense, curious, almost scared. I laid the photos out on the table, and the moment they saw her, their faces turned to stone. I asked them, "Do you know her?" The father nodded, slowly. "Yes," he said. "She's my daughter-in-law, my elder son's wife." As a detective, I've seen a lot, but this hit different. The elder one broke down right there. It wasn't the kind of pain you see in cartel shootouts. It was shame. I felt bad. He had been betrayed by both, or so I thought. So I asked the father to step out. Let me speak to the elder son alone. I asked him why. Why would they both betray him? He looked up, red-eyed, and said, "I knew. I encouraged it." The father stormed back in, voice thundered, Spanish curses flying like bullets. Cartel man shouting, "Who on earth does something so vile? You let your wife with your own brother?" I had to step in. I looked at the son and asked, "Are those kids really yours? Or your brother's?" He nodded slowly. "One is mine. The other is my brother's." The father stood, pulled out his pistol, and aimed it, point blank, at his son's head. I stepped between them. "Enough! Sit down. You came to me for truth. Don't bury it now." I asked the son, "Why?" Elder son says, "For the business. As long as my brother is with her, marriage will never cross his mind, and that means no heirs. The child he has bears my name. One day, the cartel, the legacy, everything, it'll be mine." He fell to the floor, ashamed and in tears. I've seen darkness, murder, betrayal, but this wasn't cartel business. This was a man selling his soul to secure a throne already cracked. The father didn't say a word, just walked out, face drained. His elder son followed, shamed, broken. And the younger one? He never knew what happened behind the scenes. I did, and I pitied him. I've learned this much. When you peel back the velvet curtain of the elite, you don't find gold, you find rot and blood. Case 1 closed. See you in the next case.